All right, y'all, what's going on? Happy day, happy week, happy every day. I'm not gonna date this, but I will say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
This is Real Talk with the Hollies right now, man. I'm Leonard,
I'm Amber.
and we here just to, have a few minutes with you, chop it up with y'all, man. Talk about topics that I'm pretty sure we all talk about, but we're gonna talk about it on camera today. All right, first topic at hand, I wanna talk about something that's been discussed, something that's been messing up the community for about, low-key about 40, 50 years now. And that's the issue of child support. Dun, 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 dun. Like, is child support necessary? Is it abused? Should it be mandatory just because you go file? I mean, what's your thought on it?
Well, I think child support it definitely should be in place. Don't get me wrong. It should exist.
Okay.
I'm not saying that it shouldn't exist. But it should only be able to be used by parents who have a non-custodial parent who is absent. And what I mean by absent is he is nowhere to be found. You can't call and you can't contact him. You can't ask him for anything. Okay. He is not involved in the child's life.
All right.
He's just absent, in the literal term of what absent means.
Okay. Well, I just look at it like, I understand it. And I think that's really who it was created for. I think over the years, though, it has become abused. You know what I'm saying? It got lost in translation, so to speak. Like, it's like a double-edged sword, really, so to speak, because, you look at it like, all right, yeah, it's for the deadbeats and all that, but what about the scorned mother? What about, for the father that do? And he get put on child support. You see what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it's pros and cons to everything, but I think for the ones that it's affecting negatively is the ones that still trying, even the ones that are in the system. And they still are on child support. Like, how do you feel about that, though? Like, what is...
I mean, that's terrible. Like you said, everything has its pros and its cons. And I mean, there's really no way to... Okay, you got to think from the staff at the child support office. When you have a mother that comes down there to file, or a father for that matter, because there's fathers who put their child's mothers on child support. But when you have somebody that comes down there and file on the non-custodial parent, there's no way to say if they're doing it, because the parent is absent, or if they're doing it out of spite. So, that leaves the door open for it to be abused. In some cases it is abused, but that's just with anything though, if you don't have like a good hold on it or a good system to look at things and, it'll be abused.
But this is the only system though that take it to the extreme and take it to though, as far as like garnishing your wages and different things like they're putting you in the rears or whatever. You might have a man that's doing, but get put on child support just for the simple fact, or the mama just want to run it up on food stamps or the T program or something. Not saying he ain't doing, he doing the best. And really doing his best in here. Really ain't making next to nothing. But he's still in the system though. Like, I don't know. How's that fair? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's crazy.
It's not fair, to be honest with you. It's not fair when it just all boils down, because if you're doing what you're supposed to do as a father, it's no reason for you to be on child support. And let me just make that clear, because you have to really understand, nobody is always up on the high end all the time. We all go through things, and that's understandable. But that's where co-parenting come in, and that's where communication plays a big factor. Because if you're not able to do this 1 month, or maybe even a couple of months, that doesn't mean for her to run and get child support just because you can't do something for a few months or however long. That's where, you co-parent, because sometimes she's not able to do everything, and that's where you have to come and play. Y'all have to bounce off each other and help each other out, because, it's for the child. So whatever it takes to make the child's life a little bit easier is what what we should be doing.
Exactly. I mean, I totally agree. It's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just one of the situations though. I just always look like, all right, for instance, everybody know 2020 has been a rough year, an unforeseen year that nobody would have predicted to guess in a million years. Is something that we'll even see in our lifetime. But we're going through this year, and think about the pandemic reliefs and stuff that got took by guys that might be behind the child support. Not because he didn't care to pay his child support, maybe because he couldn't afford to pay his child support. Maybe at once he was working. It is a pandemic. A lot of people were laid off, lost their jobs, but you know one thing that don't stop? Your light bill and child support.
Yeah.
They keep going. They don't give a damn whether you went to work today or you went to work 2 years ago. That thing is still running up on you. Like, it's no halting place to put. I don't know. It's a very janky situation.
Yeah.
When you think about it. I mean, I think it should have been revised probably like 20, 25 years ago, to be honest with you. I just say, yeah, I understand why it is a child support, but at the same time, though, I will say, I think it's used for evil probably about 20 times more than it's used for good. By the ones that it is affecting negatively over the ones that get positively affected by child support. Because on the contrary, yeah, it's deadbeats, but statistically wise, showing, it's way more fathers out here doing and willing to do for their children, whether they active in the mother's life or non-active in the mother's life, than it is fathers that say, you know what, I got a baby, man, you know what, forget you and the child, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say the abuse and the foul play and the evilness of the courts, the child family court and the child support comes in, So, that's just my opinion on it,
Well, my opinion on it, I mean, like I said in the beginning, I think it's a system that should be in place. I don't think they need to do away with it altogether, but there should be other things implemented to ensure that fathers that are willing and able to do what they need to do for their kids is not put in the system just out of spite.
Yeah.
I'm aware that there's a lot of cases of guys just being there out of spite just because they don't want to deal with the mother anymore or whatever the case may be. You may have gotten mad because you asked for something and he wasn't able to provide that, so you went down to child support, but that's not really a good reason.
Thanks.
It's not a good reason to put someone on child support is because you can't have your way with that father. Like, after that relationship and all that is done, that's done. So you just move forward with co-parenting. You do the best you can with that. You don't try to hurt somebody by, garnishing their check, because that only just, and you never want to make a father look to their child like the child is a bill.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Looking at your child like the water bill this month. Man, I gotta go ahead and pay Ray off. I gotta go ahead and pay water. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pay the cable. You know what I'm saying? No. A child is a bill, but a child should never be looked at like a bill. Let me say that. A child gonna be a bill regardless, because you're gonna have to pay for it. You're gonna have to see that he got everything, she got everything. But to get your wages tapped and garnished, though, it's a different type of feeling. And to make you feel the ways. It definitely make you feel the ways. So, that's it, man. That's our thoughts on it. Let us know what y'all think, man. Comment, share this, like this. Feedback is welcome. Feedback is encouraged. Let us know what you think about the topic, man. We got plenty more coming to you sooner than what you think, man. We signing off, man.
Bye.